Welcome back to the Spicy Sports Show with Sam Cerrone, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. It is 8:24 local time out in Houston, 9:24 on the East Coast, 6:25 on the West Coast. For my last topic of the show, I always like to go a little bit deeper than the average sports topic. I mean, some are great. There's the reasons why I do this because I love it. And it's a great opportunity to show what I do, what I would like to do, anyway. And so again, this is an outlet for me to do this. And so my topic is similar to that. And, well, let me explain. With my job, I get to meet tons of people every day. It's they're always out and about, and sometimes I talk to people that haven't seen anyone all day in this particular line of work, and so they have hobbies. They have to they don't want to be in this area for life, so sometimes they have hobbies and things that they want to do. So I finished up a meeting with a guy and asked him if he had any questions, and then he asked me, "Do you have some free time?" I was like, "Sure, why not?" I think I have a little bit of time. And so we went to the back, and I was like, okay, what is he getting? And he got a karaoke machine out of the back, and I was like, what are you doing? I asked him, what is he doing? And he said, I've always felt I had a passion for singing. I like it, and I do it in my free time a lot, and I pull out this karaoke machine when I'm bored, and if no one's here, I'm just singing. He said, "You want to listen?" I said, "You know what? I have some time. Why not?" And so I listened to the guy. He played a couple songs. He played did some Frank Sinatra and did some Michael Bublé. And I'm looking at the guy. Again, I'm not someone that judges, but from just a human perspective. Yeah, I did a little bit. I was like, okay, what does this guy have? I was just more skeptical than anything. I guess I'll say that. And then I started listening to him a little bit. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, okay. The guy had some talent. I mean, he had some range, and I mean, this is not a guy that is a young guy like me. In his 20s. This is a guy that is in the back end of his life. And he still has aspirations and has goals in life. And for me, that was a refresher, because again, you go through the prime years of your life are probably, for me right now, between about 23 to about, let's say, about 35, 40 years old. That's the prime years. Post college, and then right when you turn 40. And during that time, that's when you get a lot accomplished in your life. But again, what do you do after that? I mean, after 40, that's when most professional athletes retire in every sport, really. That's when you're on the back end of your career, if it's not in athletics. And so you have the rest of your life to think, what am I doing? What am I going to do? And for this guy, again, he was definitely past 40. To see him have that youthfulness about himself and that ability to recapture, I guess, that sense of youth and the sense that you shouldn't be just giving up on, just because you're in the back of your life doesn't mean you shouldn't be, just waiting to go. You should be going out and being active and doing things every day. And you don't get to see that every day. You don't. In my job, I mean, you see people that some are motivated, others are not. But every once in a while, you meet that person that kind of draws an interest, and that was fascinating to me, because no matter, and that just reminded me again, no matter what age you are, you should still continue to push yourself, continue to have aspirations beyond the prime years of your life. And again, for me, and just to put myself out there, I mean, I still have aspirations of doing sports radio, doing all that eventually, yeah. So yeah, I mean, just because I'm doing this now doesn't mean I'm not going to do that anything else later on. This is just a stepping stone. And like for that guy that likes to sing karaoke, that's a stepping stone for him. Again, he said he wanted to create a Facebook page. Wanted to see if maybe he wanted to sing in some areas in the Houston area. I was like, yeah, do it. I told him, you just tweak it, a little bit, like everybody. Talent is what you're born with. Skill is hours and hours of honing your craft. And then once you combine that, that's when you start to develop something special. And that's what I aspire to do, and that's what that guy aspires to do as well. So for me, that's always fascinating. So the question for you tonight, it doesn't matter what age you are, I don't care. What aspirations do you still have in your life that you have right now? And are you taking the necessary steps to pursue that? Because if you're not, then what are you doing? And what are you doing? Because it's right there. All you have to do is take a step. One step. And you gotta keep going. Keep going. There are gonna be days where you're questioning yourself, asking why. Why am I here? Why am I doing this? But when you're on the back end of your life, when you're on your deathbed ready to go, you're gonna look at the moments that you regret. Not taking the opportunities, not taking the time to make a name for yourself or make a moment for yourself. I know for me, I'm not going to be that person. Whenever I go, whatever that may be, I know, at least for me, I'm giving it my all in everything that I need to do. That's me. Can I make mistakes? Absolutely. I'm 23. I'm not. And everyone makes mistakes. Doesn't matter what age you are. But I'm just bound to make them. No problem. But are you still taking the necessary steps? Are you still taking that continued step forward to follow what you've always aspired to be? That's the big question. That's the very big question to ask. Like I said, I don't care if you're 16 or you're 65. That doesn't mean anything to me at all. I've always surrounded myself with people that have aspirations, have goals. And that's what keeps fueling me anyway. And that's important as well. So if you surround yourself with the right people, the ones that are motivated, the ones that are attempting to be successful, at the very least, attempting. It's a lot. That's a lot. It'll go a long way for you later on in life. And I can definitely attest to that. So that's the end of my show. Again, the big question is, what steps are you taking to follow something that you enjoy, to follow a passion, to follow a dream? And if you're not doing that, you better do it today. So again, that is the end of my show. Thank you so much for listening. I'm just going to throw in a couple songs here. Some new songs, actually, from the electronic dance music world. The first one will be Open Heart by Morgan Page and Lissy. It's been so long since these two have made a collaboration together, so I'm really excited to hear this. I heard this once, back when I was on the road in Florida. Definitely got it as soon as I saw it, and it was great. The second one, I'll just let you hear the lyrics. It's a new Mako song. So I'll let you hear the lyrics. Go ahead and do it. And that's it for me. I'm going to go to a sushi bar and have myself a grand time, and then I'll see myself in Portland tomorrow. I'll be doing this show live from Denver next week. Thank you so much for listening to the Spicy Sports Show with Sam Cerrone on Spreaker Radio.
If you need to take time when you make up your mind, I will be here. You don't have to hide or keep it all inside. I'm always near. I try